Here are the 3 best hidden gems you can buy on Coinbase right now. Now, of course, there are dozens of projects already listed, so let me know which ones you believe should be added to Coinbase in this upcoming bull run. Because if they win this lawsuit with the SEC, these altcoins are going to explode. It's time to discover crypto. Project number 1 is going to be Fetch AI, which right now is currently sitting at 61 cents and has performed amazingly throughout this entire bear market. Now, Fetch AI is allowing you to build, deploy, and monetize artificial intelligence apps, marketplaces, and really be an open platform for all artificial intelligence moving into 2024. Here's their CEO explaining what they do on Fox News just a few weeks ago.
CEO Humayun Sheikh, it's great to be here. First off, tell me a little bit about how this works.
Yeah, so we expecting is that every individual will have their own agent, they will have their own preferences, but also all the small businesses and all the other businesses will also have their agents. And the agents will match each other and deliver the final service. So they actually don't just chat to you, they actually do the execution of the task that you ask them to do.
It's amazing, and they're paying kind of a flat fee. It's like hosting a website, for example. It's not a commission on every transaction, and it's meant to make the user experience easier. It's going to roll out within the next few months.
That's correct. So the user doesn't pay anything. You cut out the middleman, which is taking 25-30%. The small business gets the full effect, the benefit of all the pricing. So it makes everybody's life easier. So it's a win-win for both sides.
AI is going to be a part of everybody's lives, guys. It's only going to advance more and more. In fact, this is definitely one of the industries that I'm probably most bullish on moving into this next presidential election, especially as things like deepfakes start to just progressively get worse. So decentralizing this entire industry and adopting and utilizing cryptography in the sense of Fetch AI is extremely bullish to me. Now, number 2, we are going to have Ando, which just recently actually got listed on Coinbase itself and is sitting at $341 million with a trading volume of 161 million. This is getting a lot of activity. There's a lot of development. There's a lot of trading taking place here. And that's going to be due to the fact that Ando is attacking the traditional finance system. They are institutional grade finance now on chain. Ando is building the next generation of financial infrastructure to improve market efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Now, of course, we could talk about all the boring U.S. treasuries and the yields of getting a whopping 5% or 4%, but the tokenization of real-world assets is a narrative everybody is starting to talk about. In fact, they are working with crazy big partnerships with superior asset management companies like BlackRock, PIMCO. They're also working with regulated service providers such as NAV or Clearstreet and StoneX. And they are continuously starting to just develop more leadership projects and partnerships with even experience of projects such as Goldman Sachs, one of the world's largest banks, and Bridgewater. Now, they offer a service known as Flux Protocol, of course, another Flux on the market, but that is going to allow them to lend and borrow on chain. On Twitter, they even just recently posted this video of Larry Fink stating how ETFs are one step closer to the technological revolution in financial markets.
Let me be clear. I think ETFs are step 1 in the technological revolution in the financial markets. Step 2 is going to be the tokenization of every financial asset.
You can see they commented below right here saying the World Economic Forum estimates 867 trillion, yes, 867 trillion, nearly $1 quadrillion in the traditional financial assets ripe for tokenization. Ando Finance is the marketplace leader facilitating this transformation by scaling access to institutional-grade financial products on-chain. Our worlds are starting to collide. We now have Bitcoin spot ETFs. Ethereum ETFs are more than likely right around the corner, and the tokenization of all of these derivatives markets and all of that free-flowing capital or the illiquid assets that exist in our markets are going to be tokenized, and Ando is at the spearhead of it. Now, the last product I'd have to shout out on Coinbase is going to be HiveMapper or Honey. It also just got listed roughly 9 days ago. It has been performing relentlessly throughout this bear market, pumping massively, and is currently sitting at a $122 million market cap with roughly 2.3 million in trading volume. Now, Honey token is going to fall under the category of decentralized physical networks, aka DePIN. DePIN is an entirely new buzzword and narrative that is starting to run up in the crypto space, And we have an entire video, of course, dropping on that channel later this next week, going in depth on what that is and the best ecosystem projects that are providing the most amount of utility. So make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss out on that alpha. Now, HiveMapper might be something you're familiar with. I would compare it to something like Helium or HNT, but here is the CEO explaining exactly what HiveMapper provides.
My name's Ariel Seidman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of HiveMapper. So HiveMapper is building a global map. And the way that we're doing that is quite simple. So you buy this dash cam, you install the dash cam on your car. It is collecting all of this imagery, all this location data. And as we're mapping here, the Solana blockchain is supporting our ability to ensure that this is being done correctly and being done in a way that is equitable to everybody who's participating. There's all these cars every single day that are driving around. If you put a little camera on them, we reward you in our honey token. It's a reward mechanism saying like, look, you put in this effort, right, to build this map, to contribute and collect this data. Here's your reward for it. When people think of HiveMapper today, they think of the HiveMapper dash cam, right? The device, it is the eyes kind of, just driving down a street and it's like, okay, what do I see? Okay, and then what do I see needs to be translated, right, into little bits of information that make up an actual map. And then we have these map AI trainers. And so the map AI trainers, they can be sitting anywhere in the world behind a computer and they're training the AI. AI says, hey, I think this is a 35-per-hour speed limit sign and it's located here, right? Is that correct or not? And by training it, we're actually improving it. And those people, by the way, are also rewarded in honey tokens.
So while that might scare some of you because you have a camera now in your car, realize, guys, we're in a world of electric vehicles. And even right now in California is a bill trying to be passed to actually limit a cap on how fast you can actually drive. So if it's a 25-mile-per-hour zone, your car physically won't be able to drive faster than 35 miles per hour. This brings up so many questions into the centralization and control of this with big tech companies and the government. Should they be able to access people's vehicles and tell them how fast and how slow they can or cannot drive? So this is essentially giving that decentralization aspect back to that physical network, back to that physical infrastructure, and giving that data back to the user and paying you to do so. So this is really another narrative that I believe is going to start exploding and moving in a positive upward trajectory as we approach artificial intelligence adoption in the near future. Now, again, there is dozens and dozens of cryptos on Coinbase, so let me know in the comments which ones you believe are undervalued. But again, as we approach the adoption or the final decision between the SEC and Coinbase, if Coinbase wins, guys, just remember the Coinbase effect will be very real, because this will be now a point where any altcoin that is listed on Coinbase will have a lot more clarity than the rest of the industry, and that is just beyond bullish.